Welcome back to Couples Cozy Chat. This is episode 3. I'm Danae.
I'm Nico.
All right, it's my birthday, or it was my birthday. So
the baddest in the game.
As you can see, it's kind of a different scenery for us. We're out and we, can't stop working. So here we are.
Okay. Like, what's he getting to?
Here we are. Here we are recording a video. So yeah, what?
I mean, let's get into it. What's the first topic you wanna?
All right. So my first topic is what is your time frame, or when is the right time when you start exchanging birthday gifts, like big birthday gifts?
Or just gifts in period?
Yeah.
Like, of a certain magnitude?
Yeah, like when do you start really gifting the person that you're dating or dealing with, or in a relationship with? I mean, I feel like when you're in the talking stage that you might do a little something here and there, but I don't feel like it'd be anything extravagant.
It also depends on, what your income look like too.
Yeah.
Because if you're making a large amount of income, I mean, it might be from day one you might start splurging.
Yeah. I think that's more so a guy thing.
Yeah, because women don't really splurge. I mean, she does. She does for me, right? But it definitely was a build up to that. I think out the gate, I would say, out the gate, I was, like all dates were being paid for, and these weren't like, listen, it's not a gift, but these weren't cheap ass dates. We went to a Michelin star, and I don't know,
you picked it.
Yeah, I did.
And you hated it.
And that duck was, man, they came in and showed us this fat ass duck and was like, yeah, this is what we gonna prepare for y'all. We got 3 slices apiece. I said, where the fuck the rest of my duck at? I'd never go to a Michelin star restaurant again, but that was like a $300-some, ticket. And that was pretty early on. That was really early on.
Yeah.
And we went
on a trip really early on too.
Yeah. We went to see the Chicago Bulls play. It was really close.
Yeah, we pretty much had floor seats there.
Yeah. That was a lot of money. So, but I knew you was special.
Special.
I knew you was special. I was like, all right.
I just said, so you just, okay, so what do you feel? So when you were dating other people, because I know that you were dating other people before me, were they getting the same treatment?
No. So it's really how I feel it out first. You know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot of gold diggers. There's a lot of women that they might like you, but they like your money too. I've always wanted to observe a woman and see where her values are placed, what's her morality like. Because I don't mind, giving you the world, but you got to show me that you deserve it. Bar. That's a bar, but no, for real. That's kind of how I move. Like I gotta observe you. I gotta see, what's going on up in here. And I like what I seen, and I knew she just wasn't here for the bad. She was here for love too. But if I was a broke nigga, would you talk to me?
I don't know.
And that laugh said it all. Fuck no. You might have said that.
It's not. It is not what
that laugh said it all, y'all.
It's not. No, I feel like they're at a I don't know. Is there a proper time that when you should start, or I guess it would just be different strokes for different folks. Mm-hmm. It's how you feeling the person, whatever.
Well. So if I'm answering that question, I would say to start buying like really expensive gifts or gifts that have some substance to it as far as monetarily. I'd say at least 6 months to a year. That's what I would wait for, 6 months.
I mean, I would think. I honestly, I feel like that I would buy like a gift. Like if we're talking, I'm really feeling you. Like I would get you a gift. It's gonna be nothing too crazy. It's gonna be something simple, something you might just like, something you mentioned before that's not too expensive. But yeah, I mean, I feel like just once we start being on a serious level, that's when the gifting and shit should come in. Like,
I guess that begs for the question: how long does it take before you get serious?
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Right.
I feel like that we kind of touched this subject a little bit about this series on our first episode.
Oh, okay.
We talked about I forgot how it was worded or whatever, but yeah.
But if you haven't seen the first episode, go back and look at it.
But I feel like that I don't know. I don't feel like there's no time frame.
I feel like it is because you, man, a woman, you about, if you start off too soon.
No, I'm talking about getting serious, babe.
Oh, I thought you talking about still buying shit.
Yeah, you asked what's the time frame to get serious? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's all emotional based. You know,
Yeah.
if you really can't put a number on, oh, you should get serious at this time, or you know, you should be with somebody this amount of time. I think it's all emotionally based, meaning it's however you feel, however that person make you feel. Like you could be with one person and you like, man, I didn't say I love that person until damn near a year in. You could be with somebody and like I said I love that person, that man or that woman in a month. You know, I think that's why, you know, people say that different people bring different things out of you. That really is true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't feel like there's I mean, of course, most people don't. I hear a lot of people say that they don't want to get serious after like a month or so, but you never know. I believe it. Maybe it's not to the full extent love at first sight, but you can love a person real quick or start feeling real deep for a person like real quick. I mean, it could just be the vibes there,
right.
Just y'all just aligning up mentally.
It could be physical too, just how you look at a person and be like, damn, you know.
Yeah.
And then that along with the personality, you like, I'm 100% in right now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you be looking at somebody, you be like, dang, this is a beautiful woman. Then when they open up their mouth, you be like, no, you really ugly. You ugly as fuck. Because I mean, it's a lot of people like that period where they don't know how to communicate properly. They've never had somebody question their social interaction because they have none. You know, and I see that's a problem throughout. Men and women, that people do not know how to properly socially interact. Like, you got to be able to hold a conversation, carry a conversation. You got to be able to have a personality. A lot of y'all don't have a personality. You know, y'all just want to sleep, fuck, and get tricked on. I mean, if that's a recipe, then you can't get mad how you get treated afterwards. But I don't want to start preaching. I don't want to get into my soapbox. I'm sorry, but you know. But that's just, I see that with a lot of people, and it's kind of like, try to build a personality. Try to have some charisma. Try to make, you know, people laugh or people smile, or, you know, just have an intelligent conversation. Because we're not all about drinking and, you know, and partying and shit. Sometimes I want to have an intellectual conversation. An intelligent conversation, which we do have.
That's what I'm gonna say. I feel like we had a lot of conversations leading up to us. A lot of conversations. We talked a lot throughout the day when we first started.
And I think that makes you fall in love with somebody even faster when y'all can actually just sit and talk and get to know each other.
And don't get bored with each other.
Right. You know, because I know a lot about this woman. I know a lot. Inside and out.
I know a lot about you.
I know you do. You know where all the shit at in the house.
Boy,
I can't remember where the damn. I'm like, man, where did you put the scissors? Like, boy, I didn't put the scissors nowhere. You had scissors here. I'm like, oh damn, I sure did.
So I know where everything in the house. The house ain't got nothing to do with you. I know you, the back of my hand. And then you always try to say, you don't know me. Stop acting like you know me.
Cause you don't.
Okay. Anyhow, moving on to
the comments.
Yeah, some comments. The questions that was asked in our comments of the last episode. I guess can do the same way. Whoops.
Yeah, she had the phone connected to the radio. We had a good time.
We did.
Yeah, we had a good
And excuse our appearance, we just got up.
Yep.
And we was like, we gotta get to the money.
Gotta get done. Well, it's 8. It's 8. About to be 9 o'clock in the morning. But I'm a morning person. She really not. So.
No, I'm not.
So this right here is an anomaly, y'all. This does not happen all the time. Only time she wake up this early, she going to work.
Only time.
That's it.
Glad you know. Okay, so one of the questions is from @Monique088. How do you both feel the kids are adjusting to the blended family and to the both of you? Example, the girls adjusting to me and the boys adjusting to you.
I think the adjustment is going fine.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I mean, I feel like from jump, like the very first time they met each other, they just they clicked.
I was nervous meeting your oldest though.
He was nervous.
Yeah, because when I first seen him, he looked mean as fuck. I was like, oh man.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. I might have to. This is. He might be one of them. He might be one of them sons. Like, hey, bro, why you talking to my mom? What's your intentions? Type shit. And I would.
I mean, I feel like he did question you about. Did you want to really do me? But not in that way.
What was the question?
He did question you about if you really wanted to do what was.
Oh, I thought you said
it wasn't on.
If he really wanted, if I really wanted to do you.
No.
What? You asked me the question like that?
No, he did question you. You know, like as far as like your intentions, but it wasn't in that manner.
Yeah,
like
I didn't find it offensive or anything like that when he did, ask me certain questions when it pertained to me and you. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that blended us together as far as the kids are kids, so they like, shoot, this a buddy to play with.
Yeah.
What you say his name was again?
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, they did just fine. I feel like adjusting to one another, I feel like the boys clicked to you very well. Which I feel like at that point of time in my life that they were really just seeking a father figure because their dad wasn't there 24/7 for them. He lived out of town. So I feel like at that point, like it was just like, oh, okay, he cool dude. He gon' play sports with us. He gonna talk to us about this. He gonna play the game with us. Whatever. Like, so yeah, I feel like they really latched on to you pretty quick because like when I used to bring them, when I used to bring them around, like I feel like I was fighting for attention. Like, back up now, he mine. Like I sure sometimes but I was not like that. But no, they did. They used to they latched on to him pretty fast. So
what about the girls?
So baby girl, I felt like that I bonded with her, like connected with her faster. And I guess because she's a baby and I just love babies. Right. It took me a while to get through to her. And I had to do that through food. I had to always bring food over. So
you still bring candy.
Candy everywhere. Yeah, I intentionally carry candy in my purse for her. And somebody be trying to eat it all the time. But yeah, I carry candy in my purse because she can get a bit sassy, but candy is the root to making her getting her together. So
she'll be
as soon as I give it to her, she good. So but no, I feel like that when I first met the baby, that she was only one at the time, so she wasn't walking, none of that. And it took, I feel like that it didn't take too long, but after a while she just warmed up to me because I think I was coming on my off days and you were at that point you were keeping her throughout the day while their mom worked and stuff. So I feel like that I was able, and then I guess because of me getting more time with her because the older kids would be at school, that's how we kind of bonded. Yeah. Now with our 7-year-old, I feel like that she took a while to come around, which is understandable because like just used to it always as far as like the adult wise being mommy and daddy. Like it was always my mom and daddy. So I feel like it took her a while to just see me as a part of like, the family or whatever. She was never like rude or disrespectful or nothing like that. Like, we had our little conversations, we'll talk or, but she just wasn't,
she's a mama girl, so.
She wasn't just as.
Accepting.
Yeah, as the baby was. So it took a little minute, which we're working on it. Now she'll, hug me and she call and she'll talk, you know, like whatever. She'll talk to me. She'll, one big thing she used to do was never, I guess that I don't know what she looked at me as in her eyes, because I don't know if you ever asked her, but she would always like, walk past me to like ask her dad, especially like when we moved in, like asking her dad stuff, and her dad would have to like, you know, tell her like, oh, there's another adult around, like Danae's an adult, like she can help you.
I was telling her that you are extension of me.
Yeah.
Like you, like
yeah.
I love this woman. I mean, she gonna be part of the family. Like you gotta not only, I mean, she's already respects you, but there's a certain amount of respect that comes with not passing you to ask me for something, you know, and if you say something to her, then she don't have to come back and ask me, hey, daddy, can I do this and the third? Because what you say is law just as much as what I say is law.
Yeah. So I think it just took her a while I feel like when we were just like dating, like she was easy going. Like she would talk, you know, we would have, most of the time we were doing activities with them. So it was just fun all the time. Like we was taking them somewhere doing activities to try to get them, you know, bonded together. And I think that that was easy going. And then when it was time for us to move in together, I think that was another adjustment for her. You know, like it was like, okay, like, oh, she's around.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're to the point where she draw family pictures and we all in the picture. Like, you know, there's plenty of times with her playing sports, she's around mom, dad, and Danae. You know, we're all around. So it ain't, and she, you know, she's adjusted. I mean, it took time, but that's normal. You know, it takes time. It takes, you know, the kids time to adjust and get used to certain things. With the boys, it took time for them to adjust to a man being around and, you know, putting them in their place, because boys feel like that, oh, well, I'm with my mom primarily, so I can say this or say this. You know, there's been plenty of times where you have to catch them and act like, oh, bro, don't talk to your mom.
Yeah,
like
so
you know,
I'm not gonna allow.
Yeah.
Just as being a man and a man that love you.
Yeah.
I can't have nobody talk to you crazy, regardless of who it is.
Yeah, and then I think it took them a while to adjust to just knowing that you were gonna be around like permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So him just been around, but now, you know, the boys call and before they get up, they call him and tell him they love him. You know, they call and tell me that they love me. Like, that's just how it is. Every time they get off the phone, they say, oh, I love you, or something like that. So, yeah, it took a little minute, but we got there. It wasn't hard, though. It wasn't, like, too challenging for us to get everybody adjusted, considering that there was 4 kids involved. It wasn't hard. It was
but I feel like we raised our kids with love, so it's easy for them to express that, you know, when they do feel it.
Yeah.
Because we make sure that, you know, love is in our household. We definitely do make it a point to say, hey, when we get off the phone, hey, I love you. Because you never know when you're going to see somebody again. You never know when you're going to talk to somebody again. So I never want somebody to assume that I love them. I want them to know that I love them.
And then that's another subject that we can touch too, about like the affectionate side. When we came around, you know that my affection was different from your affection as far as like the kids and stuff. So we'll touch that subject another day too. And then the next question we have was, are you planning to have a child together? So
having another kid.
Are we planning? I mean, I feel like that we have conversations about it.
I go back and forth.
As far as like planning, as of right now, I feel like it's just still like maybe not. I think so.
I mean, we got 2 boys, we got 2 girls. I mean,
yeah, but I'm more like, I don't know. I have certain things in my head that I feel like that I would like to see a little us, you know, like us together. A mixture of us together.
Well, you know they got the AI, so we can see that.
No, thank you.
Okay.
So so I think that sometimes I get caught up in my head, and then sometimes I just be like, we getting old, forget the baby. But and I think that I feel like for him, the reason why he doesn't, some days that he say that he doesn't want to is because so he don't want another girl for real.
I love my girls, but It's just they just a lot, man.
So he don't want another girl, but at the same time, I tell him all the time that there's a 50-50 chance of one of us being really happy because I want a girl and he wants a boy. So one of us, I mean, we gonna get one or the other. So.
Yeah, that's how it goes. We can't have nothing. I mean, it's either a boy or a girl. You can't have an it. Well, hell, it's 2024.
I
don't know.
But yeah, so I feel like that. Are we planning? I don't know. I feel like that some days we are planning towards that, and then some days we're just like, yeah, we gonna hold off. We ain't planning toward it.
I mean, because we living our lives, we having a good time, you know.
The kids are getting up in age.
And we got co-parents, so they all got either a dad or a mom that we can be like, hey, you know, we about to
come get these motherfucking kids.
Yeah, I mean, and we y'all, that's how it is. And we had one, you know, we gotta ask the grandparents, so.
Oh, and they're gonna babysit.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
You just force it on them. You said they gonna babysit.
Oh, they is.
Okay.
Because they the ones that be asking. So both of our parents be asking a lot about kids or just, you know, so be ready to babysit.
Facts.
And then the crazy thing about it, because at one point, my mama was telling me that maybe we should rethink a dog. Remember we was about a puppy? Because we move around too much. Mm-hmm. But you all want us to rethink a baby.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy.
I guess she said you gonna pick the baby and take it with you.
I hate the like infant stage.
I love it.
Oh my god.
I love the baby.
I know you do, because all you gotta do is pop the titty in a little baby mouth and they'll stop crying.
No, breastfeeding actually hurts.
I'd rather deal with a little pain than all that crying.
They don't know. All of them don't cry.
All mine did. Yeah. And that's why they like how they is now.
Yeah, spoiled.
I'm about to unspoil.
No, you've been trying that for a while. It doesn't work.
It's ridiculous. It look ridiculous. Yeah, but I'm planning. I mean, we'll see what the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for us to say like we're planning towards it, because I feel like planning towards it would be like a definite like, yes, we're doing it, we're trying, like, yeah. But no, we have sort of kind of planned that if we do decide to have another baby, that we want to do it by the age of 35, and we're both the same age, so.
Right. And we got milestones we want to complete. It's things that we want to do, you know, personally, career-wise, financially wise. At least for me, in order for another child to make sense, because we do have 4 altogether, and you know, we don't know what type of space as far as like if we're gonna be here or there or somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
like we haven't found our forever home. We haven't found forever careers. There's stuff that we're still testing out, trying.
Well, I got a forever.
Yeah, you got your career, but for me, I'd be like, well, there's certain things that I like as far as like my entrepreneur side. That's probably forever for me. Yeah. But as far as my 9 to 5 side, then
we got some things in the works too.
Yeah.
With that.
So I feel like that is more so us just getting more stable in life before we decide on bringing that on, because then also we have the chances of twins, because somebody is a twin. So
that's another issue. I do not want to have 2 kids at the same time. I see what my mama had to go through. I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah. So those are big chances for us too. So we have to think deep into, you know, something like that, which a lot of people don't think deep into stuff before they get the hump and making babies. But that's something that we just have to think deep about it. And like I said, the chances of having multiples is there. So
nothing is left off the table. Everything is up for debate. Yeah. We don't know, y'all. We just living life and taking it one day at a time. You know, so
maybe not.
You'll never know.
Just keep tuning in to find out. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps up this episode of Couples Cozy Chat. We got stuff to do. We out of town. It's time to move around, get dressed.
It's still her birthday weekend.
It's my birthday.
Birthday, B.
Hey. All right, so yeah, we out of here. I'm Danae.
I'm Nico.
Peace.
Bye-bye.